Fáilte Over Cordial, welcome to another edition of the programme. Well, this week we're coming to you from Castlebar for the big day on the Mall, in conjunction with Music Generation Mayo and Home to Mayo, featuring hundreds of young musicians and singers from all over the county and beyond.
So 2024 is the National Year of Celebration for Music Generation. It's the We Are Music Generation celebration. So back in December we put a call out to the young people of Mayo to start a youth council, and we asked them what they wanted to do to celebrate it, and if they wanted, what sort of a festival they wanted or what they wanted to do. And they wanted to have a month-long festival throughout May, and they organised a whole bunch of events, and they had busking competitions and rock concerts, multiple rock concerts. We got Lisa Canny in doing a collaboration with the Harps. But on the top of their wish list was a big day, a festival style day they wanted, with multiple stages and tents and circus things and food and all of this stuff. So that's what happened. Then we approached Mayo County Council, got them on board, got different sponsors. We partnered with Home to Mayo. And this is the result. It's from the Youth Council, the Music Generation Mayo Youth Council, and they've made this happen. So we've invited all of the local community youth groups. So we have, like I said, community youth music groups from all over Mayo. We've got Beaufield Coulters, we've got Mayo Youth Orchestra, we've got Foxford Brass and Reed Band, the youth section of that. We've got Butterfodder, Samba Band from Crumlin there. We have Admiral Brown, Beaufield, Rolling Waves from Castlebar. We've got youth rock bands, teenage rock bands. We have singer-songwriters. And then in addition to that, we've got the open mic tent over there where any young person can put their name down and go up and do their bit, whatever that is. We've got an environment tent with recycled instrument workshops, making instruments out of recycled materials, and the Music Generation Instrument Bank there, which has over 1,000 instruments. We've put a bunch of instruments on display so to try an instrument. We've got the trad tent where we have the wonderful Emma Mayak and Diarmaid Moynihan doing trad workshops, trad sessions all day. And we got food, we've got circus skills, we've got a quiet area in partnership with Castlebar Autism Friendly Town, so if it gets a bit too much, people have a place to go to. And we've just got a full day of entertainment. So much happening on the main stage, as you can see there.
And it's all free?
It's all free, not a cent.
So we're Taste of the Ocean. We're based in Balmullet, County Mayo. We sell fresh mackerel fillets, potatoes and mussels. All of our produce is local from Balmullet on the coastline if we're lucky. We go around to most of the festivals and events around Ireland, especially Heritage Days and Fair Days. And today we're here in Castlebar at a music event on the Mall, and hopefully it'll be a great day.
Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Shun and I'm a member of the Music Generation Mayo Youth Council, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you here today to the big day on the Mall.
So I planned for this day to happen, and we started planning back in December, and Damien basically said to us that anything we want to do, just tell him and we're going to try our hardest to make it happen. So today, on the big day on the Mall, I'm going to be speaking in Irish up on the stage to introduce the whole thing, and then I'm going to be introducing a few bands after that.
And you've already done a couple of events, haven't you?
Yeah, I emceed a Music Generation rock concert up in the Balna Arts Centre, and that was really good. There's loads of talent there from multiple different counties. There was a great band from Tuam in Galway, and they were just brilliant, and there's loads of talent from around our own county as well.
Will you please put your hands together for the Foxford Brass and Reed Band?
So our district covers quite a large areas from Lahardone all the way down to Termakeedy. So there's a number of big towns, Castlebar obviously being the biggest, the county town, but there's a number of towns and villages that have very strong community groups. So within the MD, we deliver a lot of the traditional functions, the housing and roads, those type of functions, but we've very much evolved into community supports and working with communities on various projects, infrastructure projects, and some of our communities are well advanced and are well able to deliver the projects, so we're there to provide technical support and advice. Others then we're working with those communities to bring them on to a stage where they can deliver the projects themselves and working with them on their projects. So it's a broad range of topics and areas that we deliver. So we work, from helping the most vulnerable in our district right up to working with those communities that are delivering great pieces of projects and infrastructure for their groups themselves. So it's a very rewarding place to work. Yeah, we worked very closely with Damien from the ETB and the Music Generation on today's event, but also with the other community groups around the county. And it's a great opportunity to put Mayo or today to put Castlebar on the map, but it's also great for the people of Castlebar itself just to take a moment to reflect on all that we have to offer within the town and the talent that's within the town as well. So it's fantastic. And this weekend we had a delegation over from one of our twin cities, from Dixon in Illinois. So Mayor Glenn Hughes and a number of his party had an opportunity to be here today, to be at yesterday's events. We also partnered up with the Castlebar Chamber, so we spent a few hours walking around and meeting a few of the businesses yesterday as well, which was important. Those connections are made as well, and there's opportunities for expansion and working with those twinning groups, and we see where that goes as well. So, well, there's a number of projects across the municipal district. I suppose the biggest one would be the regeneration of this historic core, which takes in the Mall, the Imperial, the Barracks, and the post office. So the post office is currently out to tender. We have tender backs next week, so hopefully we'll see that go into construction soon. And the design tenders for the other pieces will be going out in the next few months as well. But there's other projects as well, like the Order of Malta. We have the Community Centre in Ball. There's a lot of stuff from the millions down to the thousands. So it's busy, but as I say, it's the drive of the community groups within the district it's really helping push those projects forward. So.
The twinning started in almost 20 years ago, 19 years ago. And in the last 10 years, there's been some distance. There hasn't been some good coordinated interaction between the communities. So we had started back in December about trying to get reconnected, and just through the process, we were invited to come to reaffirm that relationship during the events here this week with Mayo Days, and so we're very appreciative of the fact that this was such an interesting time to be coming here with all the stuff going on, listening to the music last night at Transatlantic Journey Home, and today with the festival here on the Mall. So we've had some fairly full days and really appreciate the opportunity to meet people and to get reacquainted or reaffirm our relationship with the council and the community.
My role is the treasurer of the Dixon Sister Cities Association. This is our president, Steve Codillo.
Hello.
So he has headed up the entire thing to organize with the folks of Castlebar here for us to make this trip as a delegation.
Back home in Dixon, Illinois, we have a strong group of Irish heritage, and people want to connect with Mayo County in one way or the other. And they've asked about cultural exchanges to Ireland, especially to Castlebar. And so since we are twining before, they wanted to see it happen again.
delighted with the way things have gone, and especially the fact that the rain held off as well. We were watching the weather forecast for the last couple of days. We were delighted to get to play here at home. It's brilliant to get to play at home with the youth orchestra. Well, the Mayo Youth Orchestra have been in existence, I suppose, since 1997, but really I took over in 2011, and so it has been in existence for a long time. There's youth coming from all over the county, travelling in every Saturday to perform, to rehearse together. They're a really strong unit. They rehearse together very frequently, and so they can just pull out a performance like they did today because they're so used to playing together. We do a lot of performances. We've played in the Linen Hall here, our most recent one here, besides today as well, but we do a tour every 2 years or so. We tour, so we've played in the Golden Hall in Vienna. We've played at Oris and Upron for the President, Higgins, and we've done tours in Portugal, we've done tours in Italy, we've gone to Budapest, so we're always on the move.
So it's great, as well as being good at music, to get all these wonderful trips as well.
Absolutely, it all goes together, it's all culture. Yeah. It's all culture, there's great opportunities for these.
And you were the musical director
I'm the musical director,
Youth Orchestra.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So and is it hard for you to put a kind of a repertoire together for shows?
You know, I suppose I know what I like. I know what I'd like to hear them playing, and I know what they like to play. And they're a fabulous group to work with. They turn up every week. They are so consistent. There are 4 of them playing here today that are actually starting their leaving cert in 10 days' time, and they still turn up to perform. You know, they're really, really dedicated. So it makes my job very easy because they give back 100% all the time. There's about 35 in total. You know, so it's usually in and around that amount that we have, sometimes up to 40 depending. You know, we've recovered well after COVID because that took a big chunk out of the whole building of an orchestra, because you build it over so many years, and we've come right back again in the last 4 years, so it's great.
Well, congratulations on a wonderful performance today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Environment tent today, we have workshops throughout the day for making recycled instruments. So they're using bottles and all recycled material to make different instruments with the young kids. And then also the libraries here today, where the instruments that kids can come in and try an instrument out, a violin, a guitar, bodhrán, everything, harp. And the whole idea is, if they're interested in trying one, that they can rent it out from the library. The workshops, the younger kids are loving it, and it's so simple because they're making percussion instruments out of this recycled material, and then all the other kids are enjoying trying an instrument out to see what they like, and if they're interested in trying it, to learn the instrument. So this is all today just to promote for young musicians and to get them kind of more involved and to see what's available out there as well. So we go into schools as well, where we do this with the younger kids, try different instruments, percussions. But the library is brilliant. So if a child was starting something and you didn't want to buy that instrument, but you wanted them to try a few lessons with that instrument, they can rent it out then, and that's ongoing all the time.
Over at the open mic tent, some great young talent took to the stage. Joanne, you've just come off stage here on the open mic session. How did it go for you?
It went very well. I sang a couple of songs. I sang an original song as well that I don't normally sing because it's not out yet, but I like to get the crowd's reaction, and it was a good reaction, so I'm very happy.
you're also performing on the main stage later on.
Yes, I am. I'm singing one song on the stage, so I'm very happy to get the privilege to be able to play on the main stage because I didn't expect to be. So I've already released 3 original songs on Spotify, and I'm in the works of writing and recording 5 more songs. Wow. So yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to put them out there to the world. I'd love to be a professional singer. Yeah, I'd go world tours and everything, but I'll work to it. But it's hard work, but I'm going to try. It's the dream.
One of the highlights of the big day on the Mall here is the open mic. It seems to be going very, very well.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great way to get the experience of performing in a way that there's less pressure, you know. And it doesn't matter what their ability is, it's a chance for them to get their toe in the water for live performance.
And you've had a lot of performances.
Yeah, it's great. We've had some people sign up today, at the last minute. But we've also had some featured performers as well. So we had Joanne Gallagher, Magda Monk. We've had Displaced, that are actually on stage right now. And we have Frankie Stevens and William Reap. A lot of those are members of the corps as well. So I run the corps in Ballina. It's a youth music program, a youth music centre. It's a place for young musicians to record, form bands. They can participate in camps, workshops, tuition, different things like that. It's about.
And how vibrant is it at the moment?
It's great. It's there's no doubt that COVID definitely disrupted things, but I'm delighted to say there's a lovely culture and scene happening again now, and it's brilliant. There's a lot of young musicians coming up now, and it's really exciting. There's a lot of there's one band that just formed there last week, and they're going to be making their debut later on. Yeah. So it's great. Yeah.
So far, I never had your heart out of reach, couldn't see we were never meant to be.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. We've been here since probably half 11 this morning, just getting ready for this wonderful day. It's organised by Damien Evans of Music Generation Mayo, and my role in it is really just to keep the trad tent alive and going all through the day. So we started with a kind of come on in, inclusive session. Then we went into doing some tunes from Mayo. So I taught a couple of tunes from the county. And that's part of another organisation I run called musicofmayo.ie. And we love to kind of bring the music of this county to the forefront in terms of the tunes and the rich history of music. So we imparted some of that. And then I've been joined by Dermot Moynihan, a great piper from Cork, who we're very lucky he lives in Mayo. What I feel about the opportunity for children to get onto a stage kind of makes all of the practice that they do and all of that energy that goes into their weekly lessons, it's a really good output for that and a creative outcome for them. And it's also brilliant for kids to be able to see other children on the stage and playing such a range of instruments, and it's such a range of genres. It's not just traditional music. We had brass band, there's samba, there's solo artists. There's such a range of music and song here today, and it kind of highlights everything that's going on musically with Music Generation, and it's a real credit to the organisation. It's really good. So we're just keeping the whole session idea alive all day throughout the day in this tent.
Oh, it was class to play at the Mall. Like it was a big day, as the name was, and it's our first time playing in an outside gig, and it's far away from home, based in Leitrim. And it was nice. It was a great atmosphere. It was good crack, and nice to see people coming out even though it was raining. So it was great crack.
So myself, Matthew, and our drummer Ruben we're based in around Leitrim, around Drummahair on the Sligo-Leitrim border, and then this fella here is all the way out in Kinloch. So we had to recruit him to get stuck in.
We went down to Ruben's house and cut off all his hair one day. And after the gig we said, we were buzzing after that. So we just said, there's no hair. We called ourselves Buzzed. So it was a bit of fun.
Congrats to everybody involved with what was a fantastic musical day on the Mall in Castlebar. Great to see so much young talent from all around the county performing, and well done to Music Generation Mayo for organising such a great event. We're going to leave you now with some performances from the day, so until next week at the same time, slán go fóill.